again with the Untitled Podcast. The podcast boys are here. Me and Lord are here, and we have a special guest in the building, Mr. Vusa Mkhaya. That's his stage name, though, right? Yeah. So Vusa Mkhaya is joining us for an interesting conversation where we'll just maybe talk about his journey as an artist and also why he's back in the city of Kings since he left us and went to other countries. But anyway, yeah, we're back again. It's good to have you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, how's your arrival and journey?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
I'm enjoying Bulawayo.
Got a good welcome.
Bulawayo is home. Yes.
Bulawayo is home.
Yes.
And this is where you fell in love with music, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very young age.
Yeah, I saw you have a nickname. Is it what? Manyata or something like that you were given by your uncle because Manyanyata, yeah. I saw that, I was like, yo, because apparently he got the nickname because he used to be one of those kids. Remember, I got maybe absently, maybe blind. So suma sutatazela sugida.
That was me. So mina ngicane kuthiwa yimi entertainer yefamily nxa ungabe abantu bemzini uzoba gidela and so on. So the name Manyanyata comes from Skhosana leso. Kwakule musician owakuthiwa nguManyanyata kudala. I don't remember it because I was 4 or 5 years old. But kuthiwa ingoma zakhe zathi zingakhala eredweni nangizilungisela and dance and do stuff so bathi bambiza Manyanyata. So kahle kwa into yangikhona vele ibizo lami lakhula lapho.
That's when you fell in love with music, or?
I think so. Because even in Kaya kunamuntu ombiza Vusa bambiza Manyanyata lakhathesi.
Till today.
Yeah. Kaya nguManyanyata, so yeah.
I checked that's also a title for one of your albums.
Yes.
It's the last one, was it?
The last one is Manyanyata.
But what I find very interesting about the album title is the fact that it's sort of like giving a nod to people that supported you or people that saw potential in you, that saw the talent in you.
Yes. I mean, the last album, it was personal because I wanted to acknowledge,
Okay.
yeah, like you're saying, abantu who supported me, abantu who know me before Vusa Mkhaya.
But how was it? Did you wake up one day and go, wazali? I mean, I feel like in the talent look this is what I want to pursue.
Like I said, I didn't know. I'm not ezinye izitori engizizwa bengitshela zona nje ngizikhumbuli because ngangincane.
Yeah.
So bangitshela ukuthi wena vele uthanda ukugida umajayivana ngikhaya uhlabele usenzani. But ngathi ngile 9 years ngise primary school emahlabezulu primary eChabalala. Kwakulo Mrs. Madimabi wayehlabela isikwaya.
Okay.
So my friend back then umuntu wayengumntaka kaMiso wekwaya. Wabe sidaje asambe ekwayeni ngale kulamankazana. Because sasingabafana so amankazana vele athanda ukuhlabela kongalabafana abaningi.
Yeah.
So I was 9 and I thought it's cool ukuthi bese kwayeni lamankazana ngale. So I went to the choir and I enjoyed singing. Kwahle kwaqalisa into kwangona ngajoin i-junior school choir, then scripture union secondary school. And yes,
Powerful. Scripture in you were preaching or just
no, just go school kwakulama boy scouts, ama girl guides, and then with scripture union, kule chess club and so on. So I'm now scripture union and I joined scripture union because of music.
Another interesting thing that I saw about you, Skolo, you were also a sportsman.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us
Which sports did you do?
till today?
Yeah, I used to play sports esikolo kakhulu. And some of my friends engandidlala labo abanye are successful right now. Omunye use America wathola scholarship, omunye use Kenya. He's heading the department khona ngale sports esasidlala primary school. I played 2 sports actually. Ukuthi ngabenzanga ngihlabela, I think I was going to excel in those. Because ngaze ngawinela ama.
But it was a tough decision to decide to say man into sports or music.
It was easy because sport esasidlala sasifuna imali. And mina ngikhulela eChabalala.
Okay.
You know, middle class family, baba wayesebenza railways. So though coming home, qasho ngumjelta sasidlala tennis. Ngifuna ama rackets, ngifuna ama no sasidlala eChabalala tennis court. So we were APAC manje competition. So kufuneka imali yokugada, so kufuneka equipment and so on. Umdala was like ukuthi silale singadlanga nxa sithengele wona ama tennis okudlala ngale. So I think the decision was not my decision, but was financial because ukuhlabela kwakungadingi imali. Ngangihamba esikolwe ngihlabela ngibuye ngikhaya.
Okay.
But playing tennis then abangani bami bonke basebebuye e-BAC because kwakunama tournaments. Kumele ube le mali ye-lunch, kumele uthenge no white, uthenge ama-rackets and so on. So iphupho lami le-tennis lahle laphelela khona lapho. Yes. And then I started playing rugby. Esikolo futhi rugby was good because ama-uniforms always apply esikolo. Ngasengilimala lapha ngabona ukuthi ukuhlabela kungcono asuzula imali. Yeah.
I also used to play rugby.
Yeah.
Nice school. Serious, a long time ago. Hey, I was also competing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was also a sports person.
Cool.
So, and then let's talk about Insiza. How did that group come to be?
Insingizi.
Insingizi, yeah.
Insingizi yaqalisele eSobokazi Secondary School eMzilikazi. Mina ngafunda eHlathi Secondary School eChabalala. Form 1 lo Form 2 and then Form 3 lo Form 4 ngafunda eNtabazinduna eNhlambabalo Secondary School because ugogo wayehlala yedwa ekhaya. So then kwathiwa umunye umntwana kumele ahambe ehlala logogo. So kwasukusiba yibe ngihamba kugogo. So Form 3 lo 4 ngafunda. But it was good ngoba eNtabazinduna is just around the corner.
Okay.
So banjela ukuthi hayi ngeFriday ubuye town. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday ngabe lapha ntamo sembili ekhaya. So I didn't feel like uba sekhaya because in 45 minutes I was town.
Okay.
And then ngafika khona ngale I joined also i-choir. Lapho ngangifunda khona ngangifika nxa kule choir ngangihlabela. So I joined the choir there. Kwakule Mbube group in 2001. Then there was an event organized by the Ministry of Education and Culture in 2001 khona ngale. Babebuya from Bulawayo lamanye ama-groups ahlabelayo. So Insingizi bona babefunda eSobokazi. So they came khona ngale uzoperform, let us perform. And I met the guys and became friends. So until ngiqeda Form 4 ngaphenduka eTown. Then I hooked up with them. Base berehearsela eNyathi Youth Center in Popong. La base beqedile isikole. So ngabajoyina then saqalisa ukurehearsa nokuhlabela emtshadweni kuma-events and so on.
And you're getting paid for chatting and that?
Yes. Ekuqaliseni, we were just rehearsing every day, push us rehearsal without gigs. And then uthisha weclub wabebuya kithi khonapha nempo eyathi wathi bafana bami, why ngaze nibone lichaya ama-shows? Because thina kwakuyipassion, more passion than ukwenza imali. Wathi kithi elikwenzayo kufana lo muntu ovuka ekuseni ngo-4 ehamba eyodwa amatamatisi emarket ethole like fresh tomatoes kungabuye omunye umuntu efika wagcina endlini omunye umuntu esehamba ngo-6 ethenga ama-rejects amatamatisi ewa-advertise abantu bonke bawathenge in the neighborhood. Lwane lamatamatisi amahle wafake ngaphansi kombheda ebelokhu ecomplain ukuthi khona why abantu bethenga amatamatisi lana ngama-reject mina ngilamatamati afresh but abantu bengawazi. Saying ukuthi thina siyarehearsa and our content is good but we don't have shows, we're not making money. Amanye ama-groups esasibona ngani baphansi imijana kulathi we're making money already. So wathi lihlala lodwa lizathengisa nini. So wasivula ingqondo. So we started going around nxa singabona abantu bepractice ama-step omtshado sibatshela ukuthi hayi siyaperforma le group yokuperforma yini wetabala group then wesihayi siperforme kasi ukuchaya ama-show ezikolo and so on. Kasi ukuthowa ko-Plumtree ema-boarding schools chaya ama-shows. Yes sir. Kuzoqalisa ukuhambe mina amakhaya amaningi ngiyawazi because of music. Sasihamba kuboSigodini, eMawabeni lapho kunama-boarding schools khona amaningi sasiperforma. Yes, this was 1993, 94 around there.
That was far.
And then we did our first tour out of Zimbabwe in 1995.
Oh.
Okay. 1995.
Yeah, 1995.
That's way before.
That's when some of us came into the world.
15 May 1995. We did our first tour.
Never forget that.
No.
And how did that exposure, going into the outside world, help you in building your brand?
Oh, man. Because it was our first time to perform Pandle with Zimbabwe.
It's first time for you to see reaction yaba.
First time ukati from machine. First time ukubona i-reaction yabantu abangezwe sindebele to our music. and first time to get paid properly. You know, emshadweni yabo negotiate belinika ama-$20, $30. But then first time for us to do a gig or gigs kule contract. You know, silo tour manager, someone driving us to the gigs. Ufike ugig yonke into sisethiwe wena kwakho ukutshintsha ungene stage. Before that singapha sasithwala izikhwama zethu sifike set up the stage, you know, doing izimota hitchhiking and stuff. But khathesi suhamba yonke into suyenzela. I mean, there were so many things. First time uhlala ku-hotel and have your own room bedawo. You know, khulele emalokishini sibaningi ngikhaya kwanye yolala sitting room and so on and so on. And then now usukutho ule room yakho and uphume ekuseni. I remember first day sahamba ushow ekuseni. Ngaphenduka ngathola iroom yami isekliniwe lapha. Uhamba njani la? Because no, ndisakhuliswa endlula umbheda wakho. So you're not used to all those things ukuyenzelwa because wakhula uzenzela.
So I feel like that also opened maybe ingqondo yakho to see ukuthi you can reach other places than just home.
Yes.
Like what you're doing right now.
The respect abantu abesinika yona compared to at home. You know, at home abantu abahlabelayo abantu bamagatari or umuntu anganaplan segawuthi mana ngihlabele because awulanto yokwenza. But then when I realized kunabanye abantu bathatha music serious njengomsebenzi, kuyakwenza lawe ukuthi kona upushe even more because you know ukuthi hayi ayisomandla lawe ngoyenzayo. It's something that people really appreciate.
But I'm sure it's also painful when you see yourself being appreciated out there more than being appreciated at home.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but then at the end of the day, you know, sonke siyenzela ukuthi siphila nje. Ukuthi do I prefer to be appreciated at home? Ngibulawa indlala kumbe to be appreciated outside ngikwanisa ukuphila and also my family and so on.
Yeah.
So it would be good to be appreciated at home as well, but unfortunately inzuzo yangikhona ngayihambelana.
Then for you guys then as a group, then when you start making your own music, when you branch out as a solo artist, abanye laba, how do they take it?
Savumelana because sasikubone kwamanye ama-groups anje. Into ama-groups amaningi bayahlala be-group. Sometimes the creativity, you know, kulesikhathi lapho oluza khona energy to create or creating the same content all the time.
Yeah.
So we agreed ukuthi khona now ekhona ufuna ukwenza something else, or you know you want to, because asihlabela imbobe yanjo. So if you feel like doing a type of music or working with other people, just like in a family, uyakhulela ngikhaya nje. Nxa usukhulile uyakwanisa uhamba uyeloja uhlale wethu. But I see ukuthi bona vele njani ifamily yakho you are neglecting because you can always come back home. So with the other guys, we are still working together. Umye lo mina ama-projects akawenza. But then Insignis is our home, so we get to come back home and do our thing. So it was easy. It was easy for us to, because wonke umuntu lama projects akawenza.
And I'm not so sure of this source that I read, but there's one of your albums that sold like 250,000 units.
Yes.
North America.
Yes.
Massive.
Our second album that we did, Lansing is sold in North America. EOE album that changed our lives, so to say, more than, I mean, the tour changed our lives, but the album that we did in 2004, it sold 2.5 million copies. No, so not 2.5, a quarter million, 250,000. So it's now going to, I mean, it's a good 300,000 copies. So in North America, USA.
Mm. But is it sort of like it was like an expectation that you guys had, or it was something that just was mind-blowing?
No, I mean, my numbers was like hip hop, like R&B, and Tina has a recorder open, like what I do even now. I just go in the studio and record. Ukuthi abantu bazathenga kumbe kuzayenza imali lokuyana kuyabuya late. So I believe ukuthi khona nxa usenza content u record ngoba ngaba disappointed. Our stand was a receiver njani lokhu zakho. So we went in this record album and we were surprised. Sebesitshela ukuthi khona album is doing well in the USA. We were not expecting Vusa Singana ID with Muhammad. So we was Chela first, and then we saw the numbers. And then, you know, first you want my numbers, and then also we Chela. But you're looking at believe until our royalties are crash go. Then you say, okay, but then you see, let's see, you know. So, yeah. This was in 2004.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's a journey.
Yeah.
It's been a long journey.
Yeah, it's a journey.
But I think that's the amazing thing about music. You don't know who it will reach.
Yes, true.
Because I'm sure here you were surprised, you were mind blown with people that can't even understand the language.
Yes.
Are so receptive towards music.
And khonapho sasingazihambi eAmerica that's what changed. We went to the States after the album is changing. That's when we started getting bookings. So we changed before we were even on tour. Konangale.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But at least also, I'm glad you guys, this happened maybe overseas, because I mean, overseas artists are respected in terms of like royalties. It's different from back home where you can have someone with one of the biggest songs in the country, but I'm royalties, where you see them, they complain about city, can't do anything about it.
Yeah, true. I mean, izimura, I think we're converted to Amazim dollars or bond. So I've seen artists complain and so on. But
what would you think would be the best way to approach things? Maybe let's say for a musician who's making music
Yeah.
and I feel like my music is being received in Zim, but they're not happy when it comes to my royalties.
my advice is I register Samro, South Africa.
Okay.
Because a Samro will need a password you can log in online and follow in yako. So uyazibonela wethu ukuthi khona i-album ithengise ngaphi ingoma ithengise ngaphi lama figures angikhona yakwanisa ukuwalandela. So ilizwe lelizwe lile royalty collecting society.
Yeah.
Mina I'm registered in Austria, for example. So I can see ngangena online, I can tell you ukuthi i-next royalty check yami roughly yabe imali based on enyabe ngibona online.
Okay.
But izimura manje yonke into yenziwa ngesandla nje. Yiba bakutshela yona you can't follow a progress. Bakutshela wonke select $20 yakho. Uthi bafike njani ku $20 khona phana hours.
You don't know.
But you know, even if you register with DistroKid, your own album, you can log in uzibonele wena wethu ukuthi okay, eAmerica bathengi ba download 40 times ngaphi ba download how many times imali khona imali engaka. So I would advise ukuthi abantu beziyenzele first register eSamro eSouth Africa. Awubhadaliswa imali. Izimura ifuna $30 I think. Samro is free of charge. They just need your passport. That's it. And also upload your own music on iTunes and so on through DistroKid. Uzenzele. Or ask someone on a PayPal account or a credit card. Ukwenzela ukuthi ukwanise ukulogga in then collect your own money.
Yeah, that's very insightful. I'd like to delve into your personal life a bit. Seriously, your music.
Good luck.
Vusa, do you drink alcohol? Do you take alcohol?
No, I don't drink. I've never drink.
Never drink at all.
Ngaze nathi tshwala ngaze ngibhema igwayi ngaze ngibhema imbanje at all in my life. Wow.
That's amazing.
Angazi.
And you have not deserved that.
No. Even though i-access yangikhona ikhona, especially performing and traveling, we have a backstage kuhlala kulama tshwala kulani. So
Vusa, let's say kule tour, you're booked back to back every day. You're booked. How do you deal with that pressure? Tomorrow we're going to another city. Tomorrow another city, and you know what? Maybe we're performing in a stadium where there are like 50,000 people.
Sikafika kuma-stadiums, but not stay. I mean, ama-theaters, we've done like ama-theater tours where we perform. Like the longest, I think, was 29 days every night.
Then how do you
deal with that?
29 days.
I know you just go on stage, perform, ungena ku-toppers, ulale, or play games and stuff. You know, but kunacha
no drinking, no smoking.
Uyabona abanye sebetshaya ngamakhanda ekuseni nje. And I'm thinking, I don't want to be like these guys. You see? Because I was like crew abanye ababenatha and so on, but ekuseni mina nxa sengivuka ubona abanye abantu ukuthi abale stress ngithi bebenatha and so on, but yeah.
Something interesting that I noticed, multiple award winner, Nama, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, how did you receive that news? Ukuthi hayi ndodinama this year le category ngekavusa le.
Category engasoyama, I think best diasporans.
But lady award let's keep us sepupute.
Last year in February, I was in Bulawayo at the end of a cafe. Ukuda nguye won first. And then he said, put us nominate you pela umanama. Umanama you were sharp. So I was leaving, I think. Nasuka before there was. So he went to Harare to no, we didn't know which is a collector because Amaya like Chema was nominated and abanye abantu who were popular. Mina kula muntu I was Timban, especially Ngad. And I remember when my name was called, say HICC. I won a video and went, ooh, because they were expecting someone else and they had no idea who to Vusa Mkhaya at GMC. So could I went in yeah. I mean, I was honored to like Inama is a national award.
Yeah, it is.
Ukuthi bakhona abantu ababekhangelela nxa ungakwazi ukubona bakhangela because mina I don't do this for ama awards or anything. I do it first because for the love of music. Anything else okulandelayo so bonus.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And family, do you have any kids?
I know it's a personal life. It's personal. Don't have any wife.
Mama, my nephews and nieces and everyone.
Wife.
Wives
Yes.
or wives?
I'm not married.
Wives.
Wives? No. I'm not married yet.
Yes, and I'm sure you've seen the recent story about child marriages.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I think it's not right.
The situation.
It's wrong. No, I don't. I mean, not. I think it is not right. Abantwana kumele bafunde bekhule bebe ngabantwana and enjoy being children.
Yeah.
Bezenze nama choices abo sebekhulile. Ukuthi abantwana be force into marriages bengakwazi bayenzani akukho right.
Yeah.
And I think the government should intervene and make indaba le ama-child marriages kube indaba vele ukuthi umuntu if possible engene ejele ngoba umntwana kumele abe umntwana enjoy ama-privileges oba umntwana ehambe esikolo and have a decent life just like umntwana wonke njalo. And then nxa sebele 18 decide of ngokwenza.
Do that.
Yes. So mina I'm against child marriage.
Then you find out that these things have been going on for a long time. For a long time in these certain religious sects. So I'd like to ask you, do you think sometimes religion imposes some, let's say, some methods or some standards in society that are not really morally right?
Sometimes yes, but yikho phela kule constitution yelizwe nje. Ngoba labo bona labana kumele bahlale elizweni lona lesihlala kilo bahlale kwenye indawo. So akumelanga ukuthi khona ilizwe lilandele bona but bona kumele belandele umthetho welizwe. So kungaba khona emthethweni ukuthi abantwana kumelanga becharge bebancane.
Who's your favorite artist right now? I saw you tweeting a lot about Skhosana.
Yes, I was. Skhosana, he brought out Intet a few days ago. So, mina, I support ama-artists of Bulawayo. And I try to push that in Kwanisa. And I also do collaboration and stuff. So, Skhosana, he found his winning formula. And awenzayo kuyamsebenzela. And the only thing that we can do as artists and creatives is simsupport lapha esikwanisa khona lathi. Whether siyawuthanda kumbe kasikuthanda kwenzayo, but at the end of the day ngomunye wethu and we just push.
Yeah. I thought maybe it was a Kippy remix. I saw you did a remix last time. I got Demloot. Life changing remix.
I mean, these last days, abantu bayanteka abaningi bafuna ngenze remix and so on. So I'm busy at studio working on a project and also traveling. I've been traveling a lot these last days. So yeah, let's see what we have.
We need some kind of.
But when it's very similar, the pelos Skhosana shine and then maybe yeah. So see, pen we some abanye abantu bayikhohle. Ngoba khathi sikayo ngani sifuna ukuthatha ishine and we don't want to do that. But my favorite artist right now is Zimbabwe kumbe.
What?
Angiyabuza eZimbabwe kumbe nje.
Before we go,
I think in Zim right now we are changing kuya ngesikhathi. Right now in Zim Mrs. K. Right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe next month guys but at the moment
Okay.
yeah. I like his content and the way
I saw there's a song I think that he did with like a international artist or something. Yes. Yeah. I'm Mrs. K is dope.
we just did 2 songs together. Mrs. K, we recorded 2 days ago. Yeah.
Fire.
So watch out. Yeah.
Okay. So you've been working with Mrs. K. I saw also a picture of you, me.
Yes, I've been working with Mrs. K, Mimi, who Look Deluxe, Charlie, Mahlaba, and Namhlaba I'll be working with Begiwe and also other musicians. Tomorrow I'll be working with Vuya Brown. Yes.
Nice. So no rest for you.
So I'm recording a 10-track album with all the musicians.
Oh.
It's 10 tracks, 10 videos.
Work ethic is small. I once tweeted that. I think I once checked you and said, your work ethic is too much. Because I remember you had posted in another city. Someone posted to set up for tonight. Remember, when does this guy rest?
It's because you're not. That's too lazy.
And I think this is a Pumula singer because this is why I think I still believe with him, so
and make music because at times the music that you make it can mean so much to someone. It can mean we're all going through a lot in life. You can make a song, maybe to you it's just one of those songs, but and it is a deeper message than you ever thought it would have on someone's life. So I think that's one thing that I like about people that make music, not because of the money, but because they have the talent and they feel like it's giving back. But the talent I saw it's for you also to give back and just heal someone.
I think like I say, talent sazalwa silalo ngobe saliphiwa uNkulunkulu. So lesingakwenza ukuthi lathi sidlulisele phambili. And you don't know ukuthi ngubani oza receive content yakho ngendlela. Abantu ba receive ngendlela ezithile. Skhosana for example, back to Skhosana. Wahlala isikhathi eside singamazi. Then he started recording someone wam record video yaphuma ku WhatsApp circulate. Madlela wambona wamrecorder. So yeah. Sometimes uyabonga wazi ukubona vele ingoma erecordayo or anything oyenzayo izaphelela ngaphi. And I always tell ama musicians, especially abasakhulayo, ukuthi kona yonke into oyirecordayo kumbe yonke into oyenzayo uyenze uzitshela ukuthi kona la nxa ingaphumela phandle ngale uzaba proud ngayo because awazi kona iyafika endlebeni zingabani. And don't record and say what I'm recording this for Bulawayo or for Zimbabwe. Record it for the world. Because when we did our album, we didn't record it for America. We didn't know. We just recorded an album. Lapi Africa kwanza Africa. Yeah.
Okay, interesting one. Once akungekasokwenziwa athatha amawadi wenzani wafly waya ngaphi ngaphi. What one impact you want to leave in the world? When someone mentions your name, what thought do you want them to have ekhanda lapho? When they hear Vusa Mkhaya, what are they supposed to think?
That's a tough one. I think I think I don't have any regrets. So if my name is mentioned, maybe Vusa Mkhaya, who tried to change the world ngendlela yakhe ayibona ngayo, and who tried to unite people, especially artists. Because for me, umuntu ngimbona njengomuntu, not because ukuthi uzangenzelani uzanginikani. Respect umuntu wonke, abancane labadala. So I think kakathekile ukuthi kuna sihloniphane. Sihloniphe umhlaba.
Shout out to Knowledge Coupe for the visuals. K-Coupe and Creatives Online for the visuals, guys. Thank you so much for your time.